Any spare cash in there, Chancellor?
He would say no, even though the latest official forecast predicts growth is a bit better than expected and the country's borrowing a bit less. Still, Philip Hammond said with our debt, there was no choice.
So the only responsible course of action, Mr. Deputy Speaker, is to continue with our plan, undeterred by any short-term fluctuations and undistracted by the reckless policies advanced by the opposition.
Still, he knew he had to find cash to ease some problems. There'll be £2 billion of new money over 3 years to help ease pressure on social care in England, with £1 billion of that available this year. And there was an extra £425 million for spending in the NHS, which allowed him to claim,
as the voters of Copeland so clearly understood, we are the party of the NHS.
But if he wasn't going to borrow anymore, how to pay for this? The self-employed were in his sights.
Such dramatically different treatment of two people earning essentially the same undermines the fairness of our tax system. Employed and self-employed alike use our public services in the same way, but they are not paying for them in the same way.
Self-employed workers will pay an extra 1% on their national insurance from next April, with another 1% on top of that the year after. On average, that should mean an extra 60 pence a week. Some are already saying that breaks the Conservative election manifesto promise not to raise national insurance. Meanwhile, there's also a total package worth £435 million to help small businesses that are being hit by business rate rises. 90% of pubs will get a £1,000 discount on their rates. There was also a package for education and technical training, some of which had been announced yesterday, and he was clearly enjoying himself as he spelt out help for some new technologies.
Biotech, robotic systems and driverless vehicles, a technology I believe the party opposite knows something about.
The Right Honourable Jeremy Corbyn.
Finally, it was his turn.
This was a budget of utter complacency about the state of our economy. Utter complacency about the crisis facing our public services, and complacent about the reality of daily life for millions of people in this country.
Since the last budget, there's a new team in charge, but today it felt like they were facing the old problems with not a lot of new answers.